Good morning, wonderful attendees. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from lovely Professional University. Get ready to dive into today's topic that is exploring career opportunities in chemical engineering. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of that day. Dr. Prashant Kumar, Associate Professor and Head of the Chemical Engineering Department at Lovely Professional University. With over a decade of academic experience specializing in chemical reaction engineering, process scale up, and industrial research. His work includes patents, publications, and industry publications. He actively engages in research, PhD supervision, and industry academia partnership. So now I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Dr. Lavleen Kumar Bhagi, Associate Professor in the field of Chemical Engineering. With over 25 years of teaching experience, his vast knowledge and expertise will surely pave the path for attendees, offering valuable information on a wide range of research opportunities, internships, and study abroad programs in the field of sciences. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any questions you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. And now I'm going to hand over this session to our expert, Dr. Prashant Kumar, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from him. Over to you, Dr. Prashant Kumar.
Everyone. Let me share my screen.
Yes, sure.
So I'm going to speak about career opportunities in the field of chemical engineering. So first of all, we should be aware that what is a chemical engineer. So chemical engineering is a branch of engineering that focuses on design, optimization, operation of processes that going to change or transform materials into valuable products through chemical, physical, biological processes. Right? For example, you take sugar cane, and after multiple processes, you convert that sugar cane into sugar cubes. Right? There are multiple physical process and chemical reactions are involved, and your raw material is biological. Right? Now, actually, whenever we are doing these conversion, we are combining concepts of physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, and economics, because ultimately companies want profit from us. So in that scenario, we have to take into consideration that till what extent we are going to convert the material. So economics plays a very vital role in the branch of chemical engineering, right? So we are going to produce chemicals, fuels, medicines, foods, different materials, and many more FMCG products. Right. So this is for about what is a chemical engine, what is a chemical engineering is. Right. So if we go to the next slide, we because as my topic is about the career paths in chemical engineering. So what are the traditional roles? So you heard a chemical engineer works as a shift in charge or a project production executive. There he handles the process, he makes sure that process runs smoothly for the product, right? Sometimes it is a shift job, sometimes it is, if it is a continuous process, it ought to be a shift job, right? 8 hour shift or 10-hour shift as it is required. And then you need to design the process, design, you will call it design engineer. And if you are in the development of the processes or the product, you can be called as research engineer or research scientist. So these processes are basically focuses on production, refining of the chemicals, developing of new materials, ensuring the efficient processes and safety. Why? Because you see that if a minute calculation error a chemical engineer does, it turns out to be a Bhopal. I think every one of you have heard about the Bhopal gas tragedy, right? It was simple calculation error. The pipes were leaking and they were not changed. That's why that accident happens. That's for some another day, because it is a very important detailed case study, and I think everybody has heard about. So safety plays a very important role in our branch. Now, what else? What are the developments are happening, right? So nowadays we are talking about sustainability, right? Now, sustainability. Now, for example, in refineries we use HDS, hydro desulfurization techniques, right? So now that hydro desulfurization takes more water, it takes more time. It is not that much if sustainable, right? Because of the water containing and then the product is getting. So now we are trying to find out many sustainable ways. For example, biodesulfurization is there, right, which is more sustainable than oxydesulfurization is there. Now we that goes with our fossil fuel also. Now we are looking for, continuously looking for the alternative for transportation fuel. EV has come and is getting popular nowadays, right? Now the batteries for EV is another challenge, right? So now we are looking for the bio based batteries also, right? So these are the challenges which are coming, and now new fields are coming up, right? Nanotechnology is there, where we are developing different carbon nanotubes or different nano size catalysts for the efficient processes, right? So we are going to play a very important role for the sustainable process, because you know that we are on the earth, we need to take care of our earth, right? So that's why we are moving for the sustainable processes in chemical industries also, right? Now if we talk about interdisciplinary opportunities, you see that there are different fields which are related to the chemical engineering. For example, leather technology is there, where India has very shining tannery industry. We are having different food process industries, different pharmaceutical industries, right? Those are going to play a role, right? Then we talk about different materials which we are going to be produced, like smart material are coming into the picture, right? Then in computer science, you suppose somebody has to develop a product for a plant, right? Or now they don't know about the basics of chemical engineering, right? So we have to be there in the team to help them with the basic calculation step. Then only that project is complete. So computer science people, in computer science we are getting hired for that work, or the field is called as chem informatics, right? So there are multiple interdisciplinary opportunities are there to cater complex problems, right? It's give us various career opportunities, and we promote sustainability there, right? Now if we go further,
Sorry for the
this
interruption.
is,
Sorry for the interruption. Dr. Prashant, can you please change the slide?
so it is slide is not changing there.
Yes, now we are able to see the slide.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
if we say distribution of chemical engineers, how they got selected. So chemical industry, maybe organic or inorganic, basically we about 23 to 26% selected there, right? Fuel industry, for example, petroleum refineries, maybe solar energy. So the distribution is like that, 15.7 to 12.6. Then electronic chip is being prepared by the chemical engineers, right? Then plating is done on that, right? Like your remote control or your circuit of your mobile phone, right? That is given by the electronic engineer, of course. But we on field we use some copper plates, so right, the designing on those things done by the chemical engineer. Then food or consumer products, right, about 10.6 to 11.4, you can see. Then different materials are being in material industry also, chemical engineers got absorbed around 3.3%. Now pharma industry or some related biotech industry, around 9.3 to 6.9, right? Pulp and paper is another field, right? Now engineering software, if for example design and construction, for about 5.6 to 4.8. So for example, uh, suppose builder is developing a huge society, right? It is having some wastewater reservoir or for the treatment, STP, that is sewage treatment plant. So for that he has to hire a chemical engineer, right? Now, then for research and services, you can see the trend of research is increasing 1.8 to 2.4, right? Then environmental engineering, for example, maybe wastewater treatment is a aspect. Then we can talk about little about this uh, air pollution, because you see, uh, like in Indian chemical process industries, they produce a lot amount of a lot smoke, right? So for that we have to use some kind of technologies, for example catalytic converters, and all these things must be used so that that can be controlled, right? Then soil pollution is also there, so for that remediation techniques we must develop, so these kind of things we do. Then for business, for example, suppose your business is basically technical sales and marketing, so there there they are having fine chemicals, right? So we are talking about fine chemicals means, suppose you are having some kind of distillation plant, right? In the distillation there must be some kind of scaling there, right? So now we don't want that scaling to happen, we must give some chemicals which don't generate the scale in the plant, right? Anti-foaming chemicals are there, right? Or we say electroplating, we are having sealers, we are having different kind of spreaders, or we must have heard about different paints. For example, we say weather resistance paint, dust resistor paint, so for that specific chemicals are being produced and sold. So now these kind of things comes under business also, because you will produce those chemicals and then the chemical engineer will go and sell that thing to the companies to add up in that, like pedigree is there, right? Which do this thing, right? Some other industries also hire chemical engineers around 3.9 to 4.8%. So this is these are the distribution or various fields on which a chemical engineer gets hired. Now one thing I want to point out here, now whenever you wake up in the morning, right, what you do, you take out your sheets, blankets, right? And then you wear rubber sleepers, right? So that is also a chemical agent. Or nowadays is some other type of slippers are popular, right? Those also are required chemical engineering person to be placed there, right? Now you go to the loo and maybe you use some kind of soaps, again a chemical engineer's work, right? Ceramic is also a chemical engineer's field, right? Now then you go for the, if you go to office, maybe you are using some kind, or for before that you have the breakfast, so again you must have some cereals, some milk, again the field which is being flooded with chemical engineers, right? Then you are using a car, in car we have the plating, because for the beautification we use kind of electroplating, this one. Then like your the Maruti symbol is there or Hyundai symbol is there, etc. Then you when you go for the, then when you go for the your office, then maybe you are wearing some textile produces a lot of amount of wastewater, waste, right? So that need to be treated again. So now that also need to be taken care by a chemical engineer. So that's, I'm just trying to find out that in every aspect of life, whenever wherever we go, there is a career opportunity for chemical engineer, right? For example, IPR we are filing a lot of nowadays, so for that also a lot of opportunity is there. So chemical engineers have a lot of career opportunities which are explored or unexplored, right? So you can have nowadays the demand of chemical engineers in various fields or various places is more. People are not getting enough chemical engineers, that is another thing, right? So if you opt for that, you may have a flourishing career, right? So if you move now, what skills you need, हरीश सर दरवाजा बंद कर दो यार, अरे सर दरवाजा बंद कर दो यार, आप लोग दरवाजा खोल जाते हो. Then what skills you need for chemical engineers, right? So for us you need technical skills. What you need basic knowledge of heat and mass transfer. You need basic knowledge of, you have basic knowledge of process design, equipment design. You should be having basic knowledge of data analysis. You should have basic knowledge of process simulation and modeling, right? With the help of these things you should solve the, then there you are having, then if you are having you can have the problem solving skill, but specifically for the technical side, right? You have to very good in technical, you should know how to apply material energy balance, you should know how to study the purge process, the recycle process, and all these things, right? Then you can flourish in the industry. So for that You have to know that if some soft skill, for example, you need to tell clearly. Their communication should be good. You should lead a good teamwork, right? You should having some good project management. For example, you are placed as a commissioning engineer, right? You are having some project in your mind, or you are placed as a research department. There you have to manage the project carefully, right? So these skills facilitate for collaboration of diverse team, and it can give you some great leadership skills. These are required to work in certain areas. Now, there are many certificates are available. For example, professional engineer certificate is available to enhance the career prospect in chemical engineer. For this certificate is actually needed if you want to work in Canada, if you want to work in UK, if you work in Europe, right? On the first all the first world countries, right? Look, if you are doing that, you can have a flourishing career in those countries. So, chemical engineers have vast opportunities. I have discussed with you that are that leads from the traditional role to emerging fields, right? If you are having with right set, you have continuous learning. Chemical engineers play a vital role in the shaping of future of in shaping the future of technology and sustainability. So if you have any questions, I will be more than happy to answer that. If you have any questions, I will be more than happy to answer that. Meanwhile, ma'am, if you can come, please. My presentation.
Yes. Thank you
Ma'am,
so
should
much,
I?
Dr. Prashant. Can we take questions, Dr. Prashant? Can you please stop share your screen now?
Sure, sure, sure.
Thank you so much.
I'm just sharing. I'm stop sharing. Just
Yes, thanks for giving me chance to address your questions. And now let's start with first question. Gurpreet Kaur is asking here, what are the key industries that actively hire chemical engineers and what role do they typically offer?
if I talk about this thing, Reliance is there, Adani Chemicals are there, Tata Chemicals are there, right? So there are so many companies are there which hire chemical engineers. So main focus is on production. So they usually hire as a production chemical engineer, which is graduate trainee engineer in the beginning, and then after, based on your performance, after 1 year, it can be shift in charge or whatever the designation companies follow.
Thank you so much. I hope, Gurpreet, you got your answer from our expert, Dr. Prashant. Can we take the next question, Dr. Prashant?
Sure.
How is the role of a chemical engineer evolving with the advancements in sustainability and green technology?
See, because of the sustainability is the need of our, right? So for that, chemical engineers are typically developing more sustainable process. I took an example of desulfurization techniques. There are many more techniques which we are adopting nowadays. For example, if we talk about different chemical process, we are exploring the more sustainable bio route nowadays, so that the process can be more greener, right? We are playing active role in the in the green fuel technology, so that we can give the green fuel to the world. For example, bio aviation fuel. I think you they must have heard about a flight from an Indian airline which goes 100% female crew and was flown on the bio aviation fuel. So these things we are typically exploring, trying to find out that what are the ways for that.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prashant. Next question is Radhika is asking here, what are the essential skills and qualifications needed to excel in a career in chemical engineering?
So for that, they must be clear with all the core courses. They need to know how to do material and energy balance. They should be good in mass transfer, heat transfer, fluid mechanics, right? These are the core courses which in real world, when they will go to the plant and then they apply, uh, if they face any problem there, to troubleshoot, these courses will help them.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prashant. Radhika, I hope you got your answer from our expert. Can we take the next question, Dr. Prashant?
Yes, sure.
How can chemical engineers transaction into non-traditional career paths such as consulting, entrepreneurship, or data science?
For that, see, if you want to go to for data science, now the thing is that we are offering here a specialization called computational process engineering. So there we are trying to teach you data analysis in chemical engineering aspect, design of experiments in chemical engineering aspects, process optimization, process development, these kind of courses which are specifically orient you to become a data analyst in the field of chemical engineering. And what was the other one? The one was for data, and the second one was,
Data and entrepreneurship or data science?
so data science I have answered. For entrepreneurship, actually the thing is, like for example, if you want to set up a small chemical plant for producing some fine chemicals, so that thing is being taught to you in the curricula, right? How you can produce fine chemicals through the batch processes, right, and sell in the market, right? Those things we taught in the curricula. So based on the those things, you can go for the entrepreneurship and data science career.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prashant. Someone is asking here, what are the global job market trends for chemical engineers and which countries offer the best career prospects?
So global prospect of chemical engineers is very flourishing. Actually, the chemical engineers in first world countries, they get more package than the computer science still. Firstly, secondly, uh, if they want to go and do the job, Germany is there, which is it is giving highest package, right? Sweden, Switzerland, these countries, then Australia, New Zealand, these kind of countries, they offer better package and better career for the chemical engineers.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prashant. If you want to add something in this chemical engineer opportunities, you just add because our admission nominee will join in 2, 3 minutes. Can you please continue, Dr. Prashant?
Okay, so I ended my presentation by saying that there is a demand, industry demand and supply gap is there in the field of chemical engineering. So if anybody does chemical engineering now, so the chances are that he must get job immediately after joining, or maybe after third year, right? And then he can have the flourishing career. For us chemical engineers, last time also our few students got selected after third year because we offer full 1 year internship in the final year, so a student can work in the company and continue doing job there, and here we just take the viva for them, right? So if in this manner he can have the flourishing career, and then he can have, before passing out, actually he can have 1 year industrial internship experience which can add up, and they can put, he can be ahead of other students, right? So that is an LPU advantage we are giving to all the candidates who are getting passed from here. Then here we are having most model curricula. We are teaching Sprint Plus, DWISM, CFD, all these things in the curricula, right? So that our student know what the industry's demand is there, and how they can excel with having these kind of skills. Even for process safety, we are teaching softwares, right? So that you can have a good career and good opportunities for you. So in this manner, you can find out that if you come here and if you work, if you study with us, that you can have a better career than any other university. So this is what I want to say here. And there are few more questions.
Yeah, let me check. Participants type yes. There's one more question from Randeep Kaur. What are the emerging fields in chemical engineering and how can aspiring engineers prepare for them?
See, if we talk about emerging field, process scale up and pilot plant and these kind of things are coming up, right? For the sustainability, we develop the process in certain steps. One, lab scale. Second, when the process is successful in lab scale, we go to the kilo lab, right? In the kilo lab, we try to produce chemical in 1 kiloliter per day scale, right? Then, if it is successful in in the kilo lab, then we go for the pilot lab. Then, if it is successful in the pilot lab, then we go to the industrial scale, right? So these kind of scale up we are doing. So scale up engineer is a field which is highly in demand now. So if you want to be successful in scale up engineer, you have to be good in Aspen Plus software, and then you have to be good in chemical reaction engineering and mass transfer, so that you can scale up the process accordingly and get a flourishing career in that field.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prashant. Someone is asking here, what role does chemical engineering plays in industry like pharmaceuticals, energy, and food processing?
So the another name for chemical engineering is process engineer. So process engineer means they handle the production process basically, right? So chemical engineers handle entire process of production, from raw materials procuring, selecting from the site selection for the development of the plant, to end product till it goes to the uh, distributors, right? So all these things, plant design is a chemical engineer's job. Whether you are producing any medicine, or you are producing a refinery, or some kind of solar plant, a chemical engineer will have to decide that where it will be located. Then, secondly, how the production process will go on, controlling the process, all the thing has to be done by a chemical engineer. He has to handle the entire process, right? Then he has to then he has to make sure whatever in the product you are getting in the industry, it should be, uh, to the end user, it should be to of a desired quality. So for that, he has to just check the QC, and then he has to send. So all these major part is to be taken care by a chemical engineer.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prashant. I hope all the participants got their answers from our expert. There is one more question with us. Someone is asking here, what are the best networking strategies for chemical engineers to connect with industry professionals and find job opportunities?
So everybody knows now LinkedIn, Glassdoor, these kind of website where they can do networking. But most important connected is your seniors. You have to be in very good terms with your seniors, because seniors often, with the help, because they have some soft corner for their alma mater, so they can take care of you, right? So you have to very good terms with your seniors and alumni.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prashant. Our admission nominee, Dr. Lavleen Kumar Bhagi, is with us. Dr. Lavleen Kumar, kindly to be on the screen. Over to you, Dr. Lavleen Kumar Bhagi.
Thank you very much, ma'am, and thank you, Dr. Prashant sir. I'm going to present regarding the admissions we have, you can say, chemical engineering program. So just give me a minute. Okay, so let's start with the accreditations and approvals we have in LPU. Very first, we have, you can say, UGC recognized LPU as a Category 1 autonomy university, and with, you can say, graded autonomy. And further, if I talk about the NAC accreditation, then NAC we have got A++ with 3.68 score on a 4-point scale, and that is the highest NAC grade. Uh, and it is the highest score in first cycle of accreditation among all government and private universities. So these are the you can say NAC assessment criteria. Basically, 7 criteria are there, and from curriculum to institutional values, best practices, student support, infrastructure, labs we have. So this is we have. And then if I talk about the NBA, National Board of Accreditation, our MBA program is NBA accredited. Along with the MBA, we have another 4 different BTech programs also, NBA accredited programs.
Sorry
And
for the
if I,
interruption,
yeah, yes,
Dr.
ma'am. Sorry.
Lavleen. Can you please show the same slide which you are talking about? Change the
Okay.
slide. Thank you.
This one I have talked about. The BTech programs we have and B accredited programs. Four programs we have. And is it okay, ma'am?
So
Is
the
it visible?
slide is not visible, which you are
Okay,
talking about. Can we change the slide?
just give me a second, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm changing my slides, ma'am, but I think it's not been reflected to you. Just give me a moment. I will stop sharing and start again.
Yes, please.
Is it visible, ma'am, now?
Yes, it's visible now. You can continue.
Okay, right. Okay. So then we have ICAR accreditation. We have PG agriculture program and UG agriculture program. All are having ICAR accreditation. And if I talk about the NF ranking, then we have in the this engineering we have 50th rank. And if I talk about the overall rank, then LPU is having 27th amongst all government and private universities in India. And this NF ranking is released by Ministry of Education, Government of India, to rank institutions in India. And further, if I talk about the this world university rankings, then we have amongst top 10 universities in India, including all government, even IITs and NITs. And if I go further regarding this world university ranking for innovation, then we have fourth position and 126th globally we have. And regarding this Times Higher Impact ranking, then we have 19th globally ranked and second in India among both government and private universities. Regarding the research quality, the World University ranking, we have ninth rank all over the India. And if I talk about the research, we can say Science Mago institutions rankings, then we have seventh rank all over the India in all private universities of India. And regarding the ASBSP rank, this accreditation, this is generally given to the management programs like BBA, MBA programs. And approvals we have like NCTE approval to the education programs. And this is a very important, you can say, uh, approval. It's been for the educational programs. And then other approvals we have like PCI approval, COA means Council of Architecture, BCI approval, AICT. Then for the town planners, ITPI and Indian Association of Physiotherapists and the Punjab State Agricultural. These are the approvals we have. And if I talk about the memberships, then we have Association of Indian Universities, International Association of Universities, Institute of International Education. And if I talk about the placements in LPU, then we have our student got Yasir M got 3 crore package in global MNC company in Germany. And then we have 1 crore package our student got in the BTech final year. Then another student got 1 year, sorry, 1 crore, and so on. And if I sum up this, then more than 770 students got a package range 10 to 62.72 lakh rupees per annum. And the students placed in various renowned companies like Palo Alto, Google, Amazon, Moto RQ, like this way. And then if I talk about this entrepreneurship, our BTech chemical engineering student Ansh Sharma uh, startup the Dex logistic and revenue reached up to 100 crore rupees. And one of our student Isha Wangwa, LPG student from chemical engineering department, and he's got offer from University of Florida, and he's doing a masters of science program in chemical engineering and with the fellowship. And then another we student we have Nitu Vishkarma, best poster presentation award she got at IIT Patna. And one of our student Asif Yusuf got UPSC rank 328 rank in this, and another alumni Soumya Kumari, UPSC rank 502, and Anwar Allah Ansari awarded the scholarship DAD for higher education in Federal Republic Germany. So we have research, you can say, very good publications our students have done, like this Aditya Singh, American International Journals paper published in this journal, and Hasib Abdullah got selected in Leeds, Beckett University, UK for higher studies with scholarship. And then this way there is the, if I talk about Devanarayan Rajiv Kumar, the School of Chemical Engineering, this got 25 lakh rupees plus scholarship to pursue master's study in Finland. And if I talk about regarding the this sports achievements of our students, then 13 students represent in uh, India in Tokyo Olympic Games in 2020, and out of,
Lovely,
yeah,
sir. Sorry to
yeah,
interrupt you. Sir, slides are not changing, sir.
okay, again it's not changing. Just give me a
It
second.
is not changing. And sir,
Yeah.
it is not full screen also.
Okay, right,
जी,
right,
जी, जी.
right, right. Uh, I'll try again. Why is it so? Ma'am, will you please check screen is full?
Screen
Is it
is not full. You just continue with the changing the slides.
uh, slides changing or not, ma'am? Please confirm.
अभी तो चेंज है आप कंटिन्यू करें.
Okay, right. Out of 13, 12 students got Olympic medals in the Tokyo Olympic Games, and then we have our team in the last year, 2023, first runner-up in the Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Sports Trophy, and first ever private university to clinch this title since 1956. And then again, we have clinched first runner-up position for the prestigious Makkah Trophy for the second consecutive years. And then this is for the Paris Olympic Games. Our students participated. 24 LP students participated over there. And then if I talk about how you can check the BTech Chemical Engineering program from the website, uh, just give me a second. I'll share the full screen with you. Okay. So over here, if you get to know that the eligibility criteria for different programs of this BTech Chemical Engineering program. So very first you go to this page lpu.in. This is the lpu.in, and over there admissions, and then go to the search bar, that is regular programs, and in the regular programs then filter will come up, and you need to apply the filter as per your interest, like this. Just give me a second. Then you have to select the qualification. Suppose I select the qualification 12th class, and then I need to select the discipline, and I go to the engineering, and under the engineering I go to the chemical engineering, and when I click BTech Chemical Engineering, then the eligibility criteria and the you can say students highlights, what our students has achieved, all the details you can get over here, and what subject you are going to study in the first year, second year, and so on, and what engineering minors we are offering to BTech Chemical Engineering students, you can also check. And then you can see the fee and the scholarship you are going to get on the basis of, you can say, previous two qualifications. Previous two qualifications means 12th and 10th class, and then on the basis of LP Nest, because LP Nest is mandatory for BTech program. And then we have JEE also we consider. So on the basis of JEE, on the basis of alpinist, or on the basis of 12th or 10th class, you can get the scholarship depending upon the performance in your previous qualification or in the LPNest or JEE. Further, we have another scholarships over and above these scholarships, like the scholarships on to the board toppers. If any student is having board topper, then you can see over here 100% scholarship will be he will get. And then we have the financial aids, that is need based scholarships, like over here you can see these are the financial aids we give: need based financial aid to the orphans, financial aid to the person with certain disability. So, and then we have Rakshak Samman Anudan, and we are going to you can say uh, uh, give the financial aid to the this we can say the Sanics of our country. And this is basically the Rakshak Samman Anudan. So dependent or the person, if he is interested to pursue for himself a program in LPU, then we can get the scholarship. And then Shikshak Samman Anudan is another financial aid we give, and it is basically a teaching fraternity dependent can apply over this for this particular scholarship. And to apply the for BTech Chemical Engineering program, you need to just go to the click over here, apply now, and then there is a admission.lpu.in will open, and over there you need to register, and then you need to log in over there. And to contact our this LPU to get to more information regarding the BTech Chemical Engineering program, we have if you have done diploma in engineering, then you also be eligible for BTech Chemical Engineering program, but this will be a lateral entry program. So if you have done 12th, then BTech Chemical Engineering. If you have done BTech in you can say sorry, diploma in engineering, or you have done graduation in non-medical subjects, then you are eligible for the lateral entry BTech programs in chemical engineering. So this way. And further you can see these are the important dates you can find when and how to apply for the this LP exam, because it is a mandatory for BTech programs. And if you want to know more about the BTech Chemical Engineering like faculty members in the chemical engineering program, then you go to the this page, more about the department. You just click over here, and then our department or school web page will open. And when you scroll down, the all the senior faculty members with the experience and with the publications, all the interested area, you can all the details you can find over here. So this way, these are the guest lectures. Professor H.C. Verma sir is uh, uh, deliver the lecture over here. Professor Alok Ghatak. So these are the guest lectures, and these are the faculty members we have. So from here you can scroll and you can check the uh, interested area and the year of experience they have. Like, so this is all about. And if you want to contact us, then go to the this lpu.in web page, and over here you can see the contact is there. You just click over the contact, and our helpline number along with the WhatsApp number is there. It's been mentioned over there. So you can contact us through the this number, or you can contact us through the WhatsApp also. So this is all about from my side.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you.
Loveleen. And stop sharing your screen. And once again, thanks to our both experts, Dr. Prashant and Dr. Loveleen Kumar Bhagi. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding admissions. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a nice day.